Evolve Flow Express. My name is Kitura. I'm your host today. Today, again, I have with me Chioma. She's also okay. She is also a freelance digital editor. She's a digital marketing agent as well, and she does social media. So if you're willing to look for her expertise and everything like that, if you would need them, of course, her information will be down below, below the video for us. But yes, so today our episode is going to be about understanding your inner voice, and just what that really means in terms of your spiritual growth and like your journey overall, and of course what our experiences were like as well.
Yeah.
So, hello, welcome back, girl.
Hello. I'm glad to be back.
Yes, thank you again for joining me.
Yes, you're welcome.
I feel like understanding your inner voice is like you being able to know when it's, I guess more so supportive, and you not like just doing like a whole bunch of negative like criticizes against yourself and telling you like, oh, you messed up on this, you did this, da da da, like you made this mistake, you got to do better. Like, no, it's more so like, okay, I made a mistake. What can I do to make sure that I can move past that next time? Or what is a better way, a better mindset to have so I don't necessarily step into that realm again? More so, what do you feel like would be like something that you feel like it's a moment for yourself? Like, it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm having a little bit too much negative talk. I need to kind of bring it back into like, okay, this is just me and me, like me talking to me.
I feel like with me, it's been like two different areas where one, it's me getting up and saying something, oh girl, that was dumb. Why you do that? And then with other people, when I do something bad, they convict me, and then it helps me convict myself.
Okay.
Where it's like, oh, why you do that? That was dumb. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, that was dumb. That mean I'm dumb. You feel what I'm saying? And it's hard. It reminds me of that movie with the characters and the emotions.
Oh, yeah.
And like you saw the second one, that was happening, and I wanted to cry because I was like, whoa, like that hit, that should hit on so many adults.
Yeah.
Where we convict ourselves so much, it started creating an entity. You feel what I'm saying? Our own separate entity, where it's like, oh, that mean you have a dumb side. That mean you're dumb. Or, oh, you can't do much because you got so much ADHD. So, I'm an ADHD girl over here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for me, it was like a two-part area. But when you start like learning, because I know I told you I did therapy and stuff, I told her about that, like help me with the boundaries within myself, that I'm crossing. So if I wake up in the morning, because usually that's how mine came, I'll wake up and my first word would be SHIT or something like that, like, okay, yeah, sugar, honey, iced tea. And I'm like, oh, don't cuss. Do not cuss. You're not trying to cuss. You need to be grateful. I'm literally laying down saying, be grateful. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Completely understand. I understand.
Because how you wake up, that can determine your whole day.
Yes.
Where you're getting up and you're like, oh, I'm late. Oh, I'm always late. You just flustered. You're saying the wrong type of language to yourself before you can be like, even if you late, you're, take that deep breath. Oh, I'm late.
Okay, yes, I'm late.
It's okay. I'm going to get through. Don't rush. Don't do that. Because self-conviction inside your head can lead you into other ways. It can manifest. You can manifest like the worst things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
But yeah,
I agree with that. I feel like, it's definitely a matter of guiding yourself.
Yeah.
As well as, kind of still showing yourself like, okay, you do need to work on that a little bit. And it's like, I definitely had a hard time. That's why I'm like, I completely understand that, because I've had to like really change my mindset in a matter of like 3 months. Like my mindset like shifted. Like I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be like this anymore. Like I don't want to continue to live this type of experience. And a lot of our experience is based on our perspective of life and how you see it. And it's like, okay, will I choose to see the better in things? Will I choose to see the good in things rather than always focusing on the negative? And the more I focused on the positive, more positive came. Like,
exactly.
I literally lost my job. Like, I lost my job. I got fired. I'd never been fired in my life. I got fired, and like I was like just in an uproar of emotions. Like I was boohoo crying. I didn't have a car. I just finally had got a car, and they fired me right after getting the car because I was late. And I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this is my fault. Like all this different stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, you know what? There's better things to come. And during that time of me not having a job, I was rushing and doing all different types of stuff just to make sure I can make up my money for the bills that I did have still coming. They don't stop. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I feel like, with that, in that space, I felt so good. Looking back on it, I felt good. I felt like great. Like, and I think it's because I really was like, oh, you can actually do this. Like, you could do this. Like, you don't have to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm attached to this, I'm attached to that. And I think in that time frame, what I learned as well is not attaching myself to a job or people in the job. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad that I'm leaving, da 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 da, because life still goes on.
Exactly.
Everybody's not always there for all of your seasons, or for a long period of seasons. Sometimes they're there just for a season. And in that season of time, like I had a lot of people. I had a lot of people on my side. I also shed a lot of people, and it was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually listening to my inner self in a sense. Like, I'm listening to the things that actually fulfill me.
Yeah.
Overall, like I let go of my ex. Me and him were friends, and this is my ex-husband. I let go of him in a sense of like, oh my gosh, I am feeling like this is not going to work. Yeah. And I've been feeling like this for years, but I'm really now like really kind of holding on to that, and just listening to what my inner voice was already telling me, like, because we had spoke about it, I think literally the night before I cut him off. We were talking about it, and I was like, I don't think that I'm going to have the life that I really want to have with him in my life still.
Exactly.
Because of the energy and everything that surrounds that. It's like I can't really take him into the next level of what I'm going through. And my inner voice was already telling me that. So me expressing that to you guys was already something I had already really festered on and kind of thought about. So it's like, okay, now that I see it, I have to actually listen to that. I actually have to move forward with that. And me knowing that that's not something that you're just like up in your emotions and you're feeling some type of way about. That's you really talking to you like, hey, sis, you can't do this no more.
Exactly.
Because it's you supposed to have been not even, I'm saying, around this anymore. You can't do this no more. You gotta, what I'm saying? If you really truly want better for yourself, do better.
Yes, queen.
So I feel that like a lot. And me waking up with gratitude in my heart throughout the time of me not even having a car. I woke up with gratitude.
Yeah, that car
every
right there.
Single day.
That car
like, I am grateful. I'm grateful. Right. And just focusing on gratitude, like in everything. Even if I lost something, I was like, well, I'm grateful that I still have such and such and such and such. I'm grateful for what I do have. I'm grateful for things that are still coming. And just being that positive light, even with other people who really were having a hard time with their lives, and they had a car. Yeah. They had ways to get into work. They had all different types of stuff that I didn't have, but they felt like, oh, you're so positive, like you're so da da da. And I realized that people don't understand how you keep going.
Yes.
And it's in that whole process of actually listening to yourself, being able to have those moments with yourself, and not letting them be negative, like having affirmations that you say to yourself. Journaling, I journal a lot.
Yes,
I journal like a lot. And now I journal about everything, like how am I feeling. And sometimes I might journal at the beginning of the day about how I'm feeling, and then later in the day I'll journal again to see if my feelings changed, and to be able to self-analyze myself as well, like to see like, okay, what is really going on with your process of emotions. And I feel like that's a process of also trusting yourself. Trusting your inner voice will help you move past a lot of certain things. It help you trust yourself in certain actions and certain moments of taking a job, being in front of a camera for a podcast.
Right.
You might have to be on stage in front of a panel, or you singing a song,
Right.
whatever it might be that you're working on as a person. It helps you be a lot more confident in what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you're able to trust that, okay, my instinct is correct.
Yes.
So yeah. But yeah, girl.
No, and I feel that with you doing your affirmations, and also you journaling, you went through that, queen. Like, that's good. Like, I'm so proud of you. And to see you like going through it, and then this is what you manifested.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes.
Girl,
I know
literally.
what's going on with my throat
No,
chakra today.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, y'all don't come for me. Do not come for me. I have to get it out.
She had to get it off, y'all.
But no, I was gonna hit back on that where it's like I had to like, I'm very theatrical.
Yes,
So
girl.
my mind, I had to do like a lot of things to, I won't even say psych me out in a bad way, but just
Mhm.
have me knowing my inner voice. I knew that my inner voice was important when I was like 4 years old.
Oh wow.
Like I literally was like, what is this? Like in my head, I can hear what's going on. Like, who is this telling me this? And oh, okay, like something's in my head. I realized something's in my head.
Yeah.
And so as I got older, I just made it be something's in my head.
Yeah.
Now I divided every emotion that I know about into a person. So when I saw that movie, I was like, aha, now I could make these versions of myself. I can make angry Chioma. I can make peaceful Chioma. And they clash all the time. Oh, why you no, she should and it's not like, and it helps me there, get there therapeutically, where I don't have to always have to call my therapist or someone to be like, hey girl, a lot of stuff is going on. It's helping me heal what's going on.
Yeah.
So even like one instance, I was like, I'll talk to my ego. My ego is a person, just that person inside me. Like, girl, we ain't talking to that person. Like they did us wrong,
Okay.
But then I have the peaceful me.
Yeah.
Are you sure that they did you wrong? Like I just felt like how you see it, like, and we going back and forth, like where I'm like, y'all get through it, like we getting through it. Okay, ego, you can't come in this room. So it's anytime I say I'm like in a room right now, I'm bringing certain emotions into this room right now, where I'm like, bring your intellect, okay? Intellect girl, come on, like
with the passes,
right? Bring your healing girl. She's already here, like, and I'm boom, ego, get out the room. You're not here. You're not wanted. It's okay. We'll come back and get you later.
Right.
But in this particular room, no. So it's like it's a discipline thing.
Yes.
It's a discipline thing.
Definitely discipline thing.
Yeah, because once you get it up there, they'll, I stand there. Okay, y'all are figuring out it's not just me. They will understand that it's levels to it, and it's just like when I pray or when I'm in my journaling, they're all there. Yeah. They're all there. So it's, come on guys, let's pray. Alhamdulillah. They're all praying in my head where we're all bowing. We're like, oh, okay, da 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 da. So yeah.
That is such an interesting, like, introspective way of like looking at it. Like I really feel like that's interesting because like my brother kind of spoke like that about his own like, moments of like emotions and stuff. He was like, sometimes I hear like different thoughts and like different things like where is that coming from? Like where is it at? And it's like, okay, it's kind of interesting, like, just hearing everybody else's like experiences, because even though it might not be necessarily my experience, it's like, okay, that's how you process things, and that's how you know what I'm saying, process your own emotions. Like, wow, I didn't think of it being in that way, or like even being that might help somebody else, like, in terms of what they might be dealing with. Yeah, I said there, but they might be dealing with.
No, right.
Yeah,
okay.
so I feel like that's really really good.
Yeah,
and just in terms of like,
because it's a frequency thing.
Yeah, like it's such an energy thing. Like you really gotta like.
Because what someone, like what someone told me about when you say the word frequencies, you think about a radio, right? Like just different things turn on. Sometimes it's really just whatever is going on in this world. If you seen that movie, Lucy, when she was like, going, frequency, these different strings that she's going on, everybody is thinking things. Your mind is always going to think. So even when you're meditating, like people think, oh, I failed since in my meditation I'm not thinking about something. No, but it's about you focusing your frequency into that silentness. And when you come back to another thought, you're training your mind, your inner voice. You know what I'm saying? You're training your inner voice
to be able to be focused on what you actually want to expand on.
Exactly. So yeah.
Sure. Honestly. I feel like just you even speaking about that meditation part, like, and I've been doing that a lot as well. Like
Yeah.
recently I've been really doing that, like in the morning. I got up one morning, I do a lot of prayer too. um I got up one of the other mornings and I was just really like, you know what, I'm just really gonna sit here and like really think about what I should do, because I was like fighting some like emotional stuff that I was going through. And I was just like, I'm just really gonna like sit here and just really like process my emotions, process my thoughts on it, and like see what way is better for me in the future, not just right now. What's
Exactly.
just fulfilling right now. And like I got my answer. Okay. It literally was just like wait, be patient, and like what I've learned through my journey of even being patient. That don't mean that you're just waiting on something to happen. You're just sitting there still and waiting on something to happen. You are waiting, but you're still constantly working on yourself. You're still doing other things. Like I still go to the
Exactly.
gym. I still, sit there and I might journal. I still might go to the park. I still read
Yeah.
my books and gotten more into reading, um, and just like expanding me as a person.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've constantly been feeling is like you have to be seen. And I
Exactly.
like as a child, oh my God, as a child, and like this is nothing like against my parents or anything like that, but being seen was like you are only truly going to be seen when you've done enough work.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you're like the prodigy child, like, oh my God, you're like so great at da, da, da. Look at you, you can dance, you can do this, you can sing, you can crack jokes like your dad. And like my dad's like, oh, that's my child, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody really talks about that, like, oh, I'm the favorite.
I
But being the
love
favorite is like sometimes it ain't great.
that.
It ain't great. Sometimes you could really be uh put on a pedestal that you don't want to be on,
No,
in a sense. Like you kind of
yeah.
still want that appreciation and love when you're not doing those things, and you want that person to still see you when you're not doing those things and not tell you, well, if you don't do this, then you da, da, da. Like, okay, like I'm a
Yeah.
kid still trying to process things, and
And
you're telling me
yeah.
that if I don't do this, I'm pretty much worth nothing in that
Exactly.
moment. That's pretty much how I was processing it as a child. Like,
Yeah.
and that goes back into, understanding your inner voice. That taught me not to trust what I felt I should do. So, like, speaking up
Oh.
on certain things and saying, well, this is how I feel, da da da, and it getting shunned away. It's like, okay, maybe you shouldn't speak about how you feel. maybe,
Exactly.
maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't
Like.
say nothing, because
Yeah. Like you
that was
be
not
like.
well. That wasn't even
Exactly.
taken well. So, those moments, and it's not to like blame it on them. There's something I have to work on myself, because they did the best that they could at the
Yeah.
time. That's what they knew. Um, but that even goes into like when I was saying on the previous episode, like, you getting like shunned from your parents and them telling you like, oh, you think that you're smart, or you think you being smart, da, da, da. Those moments, it's like I wasn't trying to be smart. I'm just telling you something that I've actually
Exactly.
noticed that you probably didn't. Um, and a lot of times, what I realize also is like you're noticing things that they don't want you to notice.
Yeah.
Now you're a little too intelligent. Like my dad even says it. He was like, you always had to have the last word or something like that. And it
Yeah.
was like, no, I wasn't trying to have to, the last word in the conversation. I was trying to get you to understand where I was coming from. And
Yeah.
you obviously was not even willing to accept that in the moment. So it taught
Exactly.
me to just shun myself, not really talk. And in moments, I realized, like, with conversations with other people, if somebody cuts me off, like now I'm better with it. But before, like, somebody cut me off, I'm like irritated, just mad,
Oh
you know what I'm
my
saying? Because it's
God.
like it's pulling me back to the moments of not being heard.
Exactly.
And like me and my brother had a really long, like, in the summertime we would normally like go to the Bell Line, might
Yeah.
just like have some wine or something like that, and just kind of walking. And like we're talking, and he was like, do you know where that came from? And like we kind of really went into the conversation, like, yeah, it came from when I was a child growing up, not really being heard. When I felt like I had something to say, it was only being heard when they wanted to hear like what I had
Yeah.
to say, or like they felt like, oh, she's saying something I like, or she's saying something I like,
Yeah.
those moments. So it's like, it really plays a toll on you as you get older, like those moments, like, oh gosh, okay, now I have to be seen. Now, like, I don't
Yeah.
have to hide myself in a sense, regardless of what I have to say, if people don't want to listen to it, they don't have to watch it. They don't have to listen to it. That's their choice. So, my choice
Yeah.
and what I understand that I feel like I should be doing is speaking about my experience.
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
And I feel that, like, I was the baby girl at some point. I think I got shunned out around that time too when my dad ended up having another girl. And I was just like, what the is going on? It was me. I'm the one.
This is
And
my girl. Sorry.
that no, you good. But that can even just tie into like relationships as well. Relationships, with guys or whatever.
Like that.
Where it's like, when I was telling you about tap dancing for this person, you feel what I'm saying? If that whole thing can go into another thing. So it's like with your parents doing you like that, you can experience that in a relationship with a man where it's like, I have to do so much and keep up and I'm killing it. I know this is my best move right here. You're going hard until this person is like, next, next.
Yep.
And you're like, but I'm always the one. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, I'm always it goes into friendships too.
It goes into friendship. Same thing. You're, oh, yeah, girl, I'll buy you some chips. Yeah, let's all go to the movies. You're just overdoing it. You're over exerting yourself for these type of people. Yeah. Because they know on their end that I need someone to overexert themselves. Yeah. And they don't even overexert themselves. I really exert themselves. They're definitely like, yeah, I'm going to let her just do it. And then when it all comes down, it's something else. And so that's when your voice has to actually be like, no, like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm good where I'm at right now. Yeah. I'm at peace. Oh, okay. He didn't like my chicken today. Okay. You know when I can't cook. Like, no, you just be like, I can't cook. You got to like eat some things up for real to be like, no, I know that chicken was bomb. Yeah. I used that good little sauce in there. I did like it. And I made it with love. It's a problem. It's a problem over there, but I don't have to cause a problem. Mm-hmm, it's where it's like, you have to tackle your inner voice from both sides, the positive and the negative. Mm-hmm. Whether it's like, okay, I have to use my ego to brush this situation off. Mm-hmm. Don't, okay, now they ain't saying nothing. Now I need to talk back. Now I need to. Nah. You're good. Silence. Use your inner voice now to, hey, even it out. It's okay. Yeah. Like, all right. Okay. Next, like for me, I can say next. Yeah, I don't have to be the I don't have to be the entertainer this time. Yeah. So that's a deep thing for us to talk about. Yeah. You put out healing the inner voice, using your inner voice. It's different exercises you can do for that. So meditation. That evens out your frequency. Yes. Whatever. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill, you're saying crazy stuff. You could balance that out. Working out. Same thing when you're saying working out. That's helping you motivate. Yeah, I got it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can do it. You can do that in your head and you'll make it to the time that you're getting to. Yes. And the other one I would say is like you said with journaling. Yes. Let your inner voice, even how I put those other characters or something in my head, I let them conjoin in that moment. Yeah. Wow, how do you feel about this? Wow, everybody's putting their into that creation of journaling. Yes. So it's like you're teaching your mind how to grow with you. Exactly. So. Exactly. No, I love it. I love it. I feel that for sure. I feel like, it's definitely, I don't know, just a lot of things that you could do. I mean, breath work is one of the things too. My mom really emphasizes that a lot, and me and her have talked more often nowadays too about certain life experiences for myself. And she's just very spiritually inclined. So shout out to my mama. Yeah. Hey mama. Hola, mi madre. Shout out, mom. So, but yeah, I feel like honestly, the breath work, just the breath work. I would say affirmations. Affirmations is really big for me. In the morning, I speak to myself in the mirror. Yeah. Because a lot of times, us just saying affirmations, we just might envision somebody else doing these things or somebody else being able to succeed in these things that we're saying affirmations of. And I feel like
being able to see yourself like there, because not everybody's mind is that strong to be able to see themselves immediately. You might have to work on that sometimes, and that helps when you're doing meditation as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Even praying, like, guys,
yes,
prayer is different in different ways. Like,
it's
we,
very
we can
different.
really hit on that where it's like, you can end up, everything that you do can end up being a prayer. Little do you know.
Literally.
You know, where it's something that just puts you at ease and at peace. Like, I used to tell my older sister, she had like trouble praying. I'm like, literally talk to Allah like He is your friend. I mean, you don't have to like do no extra cuss words, and a respectful friend.
Respectful.
Your grandfather or someone that you're close to, you will be listened to, you know? And that's
like
what
it's
makes me
definitely
understand my worth inside of my, in my head, is that since I believe in God, I have a sense of direction.
yes, girl.
So my voice has, a purpose where it's like, no, no, Chioma, you don't have to
You
do
don't
that.
have to do that. Yeah.
You don't have to overdo it. You are worthy. You boom. That's it. Once you like, oh, I'm worthy.
I'm worthy. Like, oh my gosh, I have worked. Like, oh my, just my presence alone. Like, oh my gosh.
Yes, like I'm, and it sits. You have to sit with that. You have a prayer that's like, thank you, God, for this. Thank you for everything that you have given us. Like, us is the world. It's your mind. It's
girl.
okay. Make it come together.
Pray like that, like every day. When I first wake up, even if I don't say it out loud, because when you wake up in the morning with that hot breath,
right?
Thank you, God. It's coming back to me.
I'm gonna wait to meditate today.
Literally, but no, like honestly, I just wake up and then like immediately my mind, like before I pick up my phone, go to social media or anything like that, or check my phone for notifications, I just say a prayer before I even get up out the bed, and I thank Him for everything that I have. I thank Him for everything that I will be getting, everything that He's put in His fruition. I thank Him for the breath of life, and I thank Him for my everything. Literally, like I thank Him for the legs that I have, everything that I have to be able to do things. I even like just ask to bless everybody on the road if I'm driving, just make sure that everybody can get home safe. And of course, not everybody might make it safely. But it's a matter, of course, human work and godly work as well. Like he does his part, we gotta do our part.
Yeah, do our
And
part.
I feel like, just me doing those prayers alone over time has really gave me a lot of security in terms of like moving forward in my life experience, regardless. Because like, to be honest, what I believe in ain't the same of what my parents believe in.
Yeah.
And that's something completely different, but they are more accepting of like, okay, you're not exactly me. Like now they are, as I'm like in my older age. So I feel like if I didn't really like just listen to what I felt like was best for me, I would have been like, kind of like sideways, halfway doing something that they felt was, it still be performing in a sense. Like I'm still performing, I'm still doing things that you like, and my inner voice is still getting shut down, still getting pushed to suppression. And it's like, okay, I don't even feel happy in my life anymore. Now it's all about somebody else's happiness, somebody else's fulfillment, somebody else's purpose.
Yeah. That can be draining to you.
It can be draining. Yeah. So I feel like that's a big part of just, understanding just the whole thing, of your own journey. It's a big part of your spiritual growth. It's a big part of your healing process. Being able to confront those parts of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, girl,
I love that. I love
for
that.
sure.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So anyhow,
Like,
that concludes our episode, our second episode about understanding your inner voice. Our third episode will be going into letting go to grow. And that would just be talking about, the shedding process of your own growth. And sometimes people can't really go with you on that, that part of your journey.
Yeah.
You might have to kind of more so expand, but also shed in the expansion. So, that's what the next episode will be going into.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
I'm excited. And congrats again with
big. This.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Like, she is a human manifester, guys. A human angel, okay? She literally was just talking about this. I'm amazed because I'm here in her manifestation. So, congrats, sister.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me.
Yes,
like,
I
oh
love
my
it.
God.
I love it.
Making the little girl in me smile. Yeah, so that concludes our episode, and I thank you guys for going on this journey with us about spiritual growth. I hope that if this is anybody that watches our podcast and everything like that. And again, I'll see you next time on Evolve Flow Express.
See ya. Oh my God, I keep hitting this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can do it. You can do that in your head and you'll make it to the time that you're getting to.
Yes.
And the other one I would say is, like you said, with journaling.
Yeah.
Let